Hello everyone, in today's video we're talking about opportunity, and this is something I wanted to touch on because over the last little bit I've been very intentionally doing things to increase my own opportunity in various different fields and realms so that I can prosper from them one day in the future. And within taking an opportunity, there's two things that we often mistake with opportunity. Most of the time, opportunities are not viewed as opportunities in the moment. Rather, it's an opportunity in hindsight. And a lot of the times, this goes to the second one, it is because they are viewed as risk as opposed to opportunity. And the thing is, not every time, risk and opportunity are very much aligned. And this is something you can view on with financials. Say a good example is the stock market. Buying stock in a company, for example, there is risk to that. However, there is also potential opportunity to that as well. Should the company do well, you can make money on that and profit. Just as a little example. And so now I want to talk about how I view taking opportunities and honestly making opportunities for yourself. Because a lot of the times, like I said, they're not you can't really see them. And it comes down to this for me. For me, I like to do things for myself now, but for the future Yanis, for the future me that's gonna benefit from it. Because a lot of times you don't benefit from the things you do today right away. If you do, you kind of have to question whether or not it is a good thing to be doing. Because sometimes it could just be very instant pleasures. However, a lot of things that you will be doing in your day, they're gonna benefit you not today, but next year, next month. A very simple example is working out. And with working out, you work out today, but you don't really experience any of the benefits. You might get a pump and look good for half an hour after your workout, but then that obviously dies away, and then you more or less look the same. However, keep doing that over and over again, and it compounds to something in the future. And so, for me, a lot of things that I set up started last year, basically around this time. Because this time last year, I was going through my second stem cell transplant, and some of the things that I was doing at the time to set myself up in a position that I am today revolve around starting to train every day. Not every day, but doing something active every day so that I can accelerate the rate at which my body recovers from my stem cell transplant and can be in a position now where I am feeling good, feeling strong, my body is looking good and feeling good, more importantly. And I can look back on it and thank myself for the fact that I took those opportunities when I felt good enough to do something active. And whether it be exercise or going for a walk or going up and down stairs, something is taking those opportunities. Because honestly, they didn't seem like an opportunity, right? It did seem just like an extra chore I had to do in the day when it comes to working out. But I had the idea of I'm going to do this now so that future me can prosper. And future me right now is prospering on what past me did. So now I'm honestly thinking like, how can I pay that forward for myself with the things that I'm doing now? And a lot of that has to do with my body and my health. A lot of the other things has to do with things in business and people have been able to get involved with simply by reaching out and taking opportunities where I see them to provide value to someone, and then over time develop a relationship with them to the point where now I'm part of their team and helping them out with their business. That was another thing that I set up from last year. It didn't seem like a real opportunity. It seemed just like, oh, I'm gonna send that message. However, that opened the door for me to be in the position I am today. And again, I thank my past self for doing that and for going out there and potentially making a fool of myself for me to be here today. So the lesson that I would want to share with this is that sometimes you have to do something for yourself in the future and forget about what it might do for you right now, because it likely won't do anything. If it's really, really a good opportunity, it's likely not going to do anything for you right now. All the benefits come 6 months, a year after. And the second thing I want to talk about is something I was honestly talking about with my mom. We were in the car a few days ago, and I was talking about this channel and what I'm doing here and some of the things I'm doing in business. And one of the things she was saying is how she was very happy to hear about all these things because she said that if there's one thing that absolutely pissed her off with my brother and I, is whenever there was a blatant opportunity to do something and we just didn't want to do it. There was nothing more that irritated her more. And she was always the type to say, if there's an opportunity, take it, go full force. And she would rather us make complete fools of ourselves, but take the opportunity on full force than to just say no. Because to her that is in many ways a quitter's mentality. You quit before you even try or do. So in that, it's to take the opportunity, especially when you see them, but even when it seems like a risk, you have to measure what is the worst that can happen by taking this. If it's not that you're gonna die or be on the street or something like that, likely it's still something worth taking and seeing where it might go. So it's worth taking, opening those doors for yourself. Sometimes doors aren't gonna open by themselves. Sometimes you have to go and just swing that thing open. And when you do that, when you start to learn how to open doors for yourself and you keep them open, your world opens up phenomenally. It's an amazing experience. And so with those two things of doing things for yourself in the future, do that for the future you, and always taking opportunities even if you fail. Because think about it, if you fail now, no one's gonna remember it. I promise you that. You might remember it might make you cringe 6 months from now, but I promise you it does not matter. You can move on, go to the next opportunity, and potentially make yourself a fool of yourself then, but you're only gonna get better at it. So if you're gonna fail, fail hard, right? So that's the end of today's video. Opportunity, take it. They oftentimes seem like risk. If the risk isn't, close to death or something terrible like that, go, take it. Open that door for yourself. You'll be amazed at all the different things that might happen in your life and how your life will improve. Because you don't want to say to yourself, oh, what if I took that instead? And see that an opportunity blew up and it was a great thing for someone else to do. But you could have been that guy, but you missed, right? Wayne Gretzky, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take, right? Very simple. Thank you for listening, and I'll see you in the next one.